Ronda Rousey once said, "Through my journey to become the greatest fighter in the cage, I learned the concepts to conquer every battle outside of it." My mixed martial arts journey started 3.5 years ago. It was kind of a big deal in my family. My whole life I just followed in the footsteps of my big sisters and had the advantage of their experience. But I would be the first to train to become a mixed martial artist. My decision to go into MMA was shocking, considering I was about 0% athletic, and trust me, a lot of gym teachers can attest. So naturally, when I started at MMA, I was embarrassed that I didn't know what a sprawl was, and I just flailed on the ground. It felt awkward and unnatural doing all the hip movements. Why I kept going is a reason that is still unbeknownst to me. I've always been an anxiety-ridden person, and I would shake uncontrollably before each class that first year, but I just kept going. My anxiety was like a candle, and every time I went to MMA, it was like someone lit that candle, and my anxiety melted away more and more. Within my first year of MMA, I also started going to therapy, but MMA felt better than any session I ever had. My sensei knew I was very insecure, unsure, and struggled with confidence, so he slowly built me up by telling me I was doing a good job. He would choose me to demonstrate jujitsu where I was definitely not like water, or combinations that I did not possess that perfect rhythm that created beautiful music on the focus mitts. I remember telling my mom that my sensei always seemed to know what I needed. Hearing my sensei's confidence and belief in me, whether it be from small compliments in class or touching words he used in my promotions, he made me believe in myself. Like many, I have experienced feelings of worthlessness and self-esteem issues. There were nights I would go to bed and think about all the things I did wrong that day. There were nights that I would have a pain in my chest that I can only describe as being similar to glass breaking. I felt so good during and after MMA in a time that was so difficult for me that I got confused. I just couldn't figure out what was so special about the sport. I tried to understand my feelings by thinking about the scientific side, exercise and endorphins and all that jazz. But I accepted that generalized explanation until the day I walked into my dojo and I saw someone had written on one of the chalkboards, "Emotions are the prisoners to focus." After I saw this, it all clicked. It made sense to me because in MMA, every fiber of your being and every cell in your body has to be focused at the task at hand. You are forced to live in the moment. My sensei later talked about that if you focus on the past, it will lead to feelings of depression and regret. And if you focus on the future, it will lead to feelings of worry and anxiety. In MMA, there is no time to focus on the past and getting depressed or worried about the future and being anxious. MMA requires you to live 100% in the moment. My sensei has preached gratitude and focusing on what makes you happy. I've had my share of experiences in life where I've been punched in the face, metaphorically and literally. But MMA has taught me to deal with the negative and focus on everything I should be grateful for. So here I am, 3.5 years later. I train with the adults, some of which seem multiple feet taller than me, and I'm trying to be a leader for the younger kids. 3.5 years have passed, and I bounced back from experiences that have left me alternating between feeling numb in complete silence and uncontrollable shaking and sobbing with the help of my MMA family. They are my support system and healthy way to cope. If it is directly by me looking for caring through tough times or just providing me with a positive environment. I still may suck at gym, especially when we rock climb. But I have changed my outlook on life, and I'm trying to empower those around me like my sensei empowered me. 3.5 years later, and I asked my senpai, someone who I train with, who I highly respect, why he fights. And he said, "Because I like to whip guys' asses." Now, even though that wasn't the crazy metaphorical response I was hoping for, it made my day, and it showed me I'm where I'm supposed to be, surrounded by the people I should be.